365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. Take the resonance and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. It's not a personal read. If you like one, just check out the description below. Remember that tarot tool is not the final rule. It's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble channel and you really want to see what's up. All are welcome on this channel and all contributions are highly appreciated. Be sure to tell a family friend or so you know to subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these notifications. There is enough space in this place for everyone to be notified. Okay? 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. First card that we have here, collective, is the Knight of Swords. And you're very ambitious. You're in the energy of flexing your ambition with the Knight of Swords. Very daring, very forward in your action, very confident as well. You could be seen or known as the confident one. People could be having conversations about you, collective, saying how courageous you are. There are people who admire you and respect you for this. I'm picking up maybe siblings, nieces, nephews, family, whom all also look up to you. This may be something that they're keeping to themselves, which is weird. Okay. Okay, no, it's not weird. Okay, Spirit is saying there are people whom you no longer deal with who is observing you. And what's going on is maybe their children, or maybe you have nieces, nephews, or younger people in your family. I'm picking up on someone who's cut off a lot of people, okay, a large group of people. And the adults may be having conversations about you, collective. And there are children, maybe minors or nieces or nephews, who are not in communication with you as well because you had to sever ties. They really have love for you and they honor you and they respect you. They admire you for being courageous. They admire you for separating yourself from this family. And so what's going on is that these children or these young adults, these could be people in their 20s, in their tweens, okay, admiring you, saying how strong and courageous you are, but they're listening and observing the adults in the family maybe gossiping and speaking negatively about you. And so that's where I just picked up, they're keeping it to themselves. And so they may not be sharing this with the rest of the family because they have witnessed and heard the gossip and the slander about you. It could be a lot of negative talk because people are upset because they don't have access to you. And so your nieces or nephews or whoever these younger people are, younger adults or children in this family, they're keeping the fact that they still have respect and love for you to themselves. Okay. They're keeping it private. Okay. They see you as someone very strong. You could have Leo placement in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, but they see you as someone very strong and courageous, very brave. Okay. Doesn't this image say bravery? I love this card. I love this image. Very powerful. Okay. And so while the adults are gossiping about you, maybe calling you, your decision, whatever your decision may have been, whatever your reason was for separating, everyone's life is different. Maybe the adults are calling you stupid, dumb, that doesn't make sense. But there are people applauding you. And so unfortunately, you had to sever ties with everyone because if they're connected to, someone you don't deal with, it's like giving that old negative energy access into your life. Okay. And so Spirit is also saying, before I move forward, this is a message just to let you know that there are some people who you sever ties from who are rooting for you. But this is not a message for you to return to anyone who you've cut ties with, even allow anyone who is connected to people you have severed ties with. Spirit wants you to move forward. Your ancestors want you to keep moving forward, keep progressing forward. I'm picking up your energy is very healing. I'm picking up someone who's going through a healing process, someone who's working on releasing resentment. But Spirit is saying, by no means necessary, do not return to these people or anyone associated with them, okay? Sometimes you're going to have to hurt some feelings. That's for someone. Sometimes in life, you're going to have to hurt some feelings, okay? The next card we have here is the King of Cups. The King of Cups, this is balance and creativity, collective. You could be working on a lot of creativity, tapping into your creative side, exploring maybe a project or something you always wanted to work on, some kind of skill, some kind of art that you have, some kind of talent. So you're exploring those areas of your life, possibly because you're not dealing with these karmics or these negative people. It has brightened your view and your horizons and your perception on what direction that you want to go on. And so your interests have changed. You are being renewed. You are ending out an old cycle, and you are being renewed, and you are restoring your vibration, whatever that means. Restoring your vibration, restoring some old skills and talents about yourself. Okay. So much so you've even become more wiser when it comes to your finances. Maybe when you were around these people, you may have felt that it was maybe hard to save money, hard to manifest or come into abundance. But since you have severed ties, you have like created a ripple effect in a positive way. It's like a domino effect. The prosperity, the healing, the great opportunity, and the favor on your life is increasing. Okay. So I'm picking up that the vibration of this family or these people that you were around was very dark in nature. Lack mindset, people who had low self-esteem, people who weren't interested in growth or things or ideas that were fruitful. They were more interested in the fruitless. They were more interested in plan, plotting, and strategizing to hurt others, to see people down. These are not the kind of people who wants to talk about progress or even hear about growth and development. These are the kind of people who likely to shun your ideas, or who were likely to tell you, maybe project onto you throughout your entire life, who and what you can and can't do. Okay. And so, because you have chosen to let those people go, you have given yourself justice, okay? And so, you may have Libra placement in your chart, okay? Sun, Moon, or Rising, or any placement. Libra rules relationships and also bringing balance for all parties involved in the situation. And you've given yourself the balance. You're letting them be them by leaving them where they are. They don't resonate with your energy. And you're allowing you to be you and walk into your purpose. You are no longer sacrificing your happiness for anyone. This is beautiful. Okay. And so we're closing out with the Ten of Cups. You could be someone who's recently had a child, or you could be building a family or planning to build a family. But there's more love in your life, prosperity, abundance, and harmony. Even if you're not in a relationship, you could be single as well and just dating. You are finding and feeling the harmony in your life, vibrationally and spiritually speaking. You're feeling more cohesiveness, more unity when it comes to your friendships, your relationships. Okay. There are happier days that are present and also ahead. Okay. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.